Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Talking Business with Jay. I'm here at ACE Healthcare Learning with Patrick. Patrick, welcome. How are you today?
I'm all right, sir. And you?
Great. Thanks for coming here and talking with us. Honestly, I've gone past this place a million times living and driving and working in the center of Union Township. But tell us a little bit about where are we first? Give us the address.
We're at 930 Stuyvesant Avenue, Union, New Jersey. Zip code 0783 here at ACE Healthcare Training.
Great, Patrick. Now, give us a little background about what you do here.
So pretty much what I do here, I work in an admissions office. I also do a lot of outreach for the students. I try to help them get them placed with jobs. Pretty much, I'm actually also a graduate of the school. That's why I took the learning over here. I've been on the field before this, working on one-on-one care. I wanted to change of scenery.
Okay. Now, what do you guys do here? Let's talk about ACE Healthcare Learning and tell me what you guys do here. So, it's a school, but what do you guys teach?
So we teach pretty much home health aides. We do CNAs, medication aides. We do pretty much patient care technicians, medical assistants, pretty much a whole medical training course over here where we can help our students get, certified nationally and get them out there. Like I said, nowadays we have short staff with a lot of facilities.
Absolutely. You're 100% right. I mean, we look at what's been going on with the pandemic and everything now, even after, we have a lot of places looking for people that you guys are training. So give me a little bit about how the process works. So they come in, they go into administration, they sign up with you, and then how long is the process of the classes?
It all depends on what class you are interested in. Some classes vary from 1 week, some classes vary from a month, some classes vary from 3 months to 7 months. So it all depends on what they're trying to get out of. So we just offer them the choices. And after that, I come in. When they need a job, I help them place them out. And
so after they're done, you help them place. Now, again, when they come in for the schooling, is there financial aid? How does that work? Do you guys help them or is it usually just all out of pocket?
So some classes are out of pocket, and we do have people like other facilities that would sponsor our students for education.
Oh.
After that, once they get sponsored and they finish the class, they already have a job going back.
Oh, so that's great. So they can come in, literally take the classes with the expectation, because they're sponsored, to have a job when they leave.
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's an excellent process, I've got to say, because I know do a lot of places do that, or are you guys specific?
Some places do that. They do offer sponsorship.
Okay.
But this is what we usually do over here. I've been in contact with most of the facilities, trying to reach out to see how we can help our students, because I know these facilities need a lot of staff. So if they can help their students out, get them certified through us, we bring them back to them, and they're fully loaded from that point on.
So when do you guys start classes? Does it come quarterly? How does it work?
So pretty much we do mostly online, ongoing enrollments over here. So pretty much it just enrolls right after the other. Sometimes we just do it month by month. There are classes that are month by month, but pretty much the rest of it's ongoing enrollments.
Okay.
So yeah.
Okay, great. Now, when is the next enrollment? Do you know when that is?
So for us, the next class we have coming up actually is in May. So we are starting to do a lot of enrollments for phlebotomy and EKG classes.
Wow, lobotomy and EKG?
Phlebotomy.
Sorry about that, guys. I said lobotomy. It's phlebotomy.
Phlebotomy and EKG.
Wow. So what would you prepare before you come in to do something like that? What do people need before they come in?
So pretty much when they come in, we explain the program to them, right? So we go into details, what are they, required to do for the program? What do they need? So we always explain them that. Also, the one thing that a lot of people hate is needles. So I'm I understand that.
Yes. No, we all understand that here, so we get it.
So it's if you go to the lab, I'm but you have to realize that, we tell our students, you have to realize, if that was you in your chair, that's their job. So now it's your turn to do their job.
Right. You've got to actually do the needle, you've actually got to inject the needle into that.
Yeah.
Now, I want to ask, because again, you're not only working here, you also went through the program, correct?
Yes, sir.
What did you go through? And tell us a little bit about, what made you jump into this?
Well, I have been actually interested in the medical field for quite some time. I first started off with occupational therapy.
Okay.
I had a downside with that. I had a certain type of illness with my diabetes that got me sick, so I had to stop that for a while. I needed something different, more of a change. So I've been looking around with schools, and this came up. I entered the program for a patient care clinician. I did all three programs in here.
Wow. How long does that take, all three programs?
That was roughly about 3 months.
3 months for all three programs.
All 3 months.
Okay,
3
great.
months. And the fact is that I realized that I've done the work on the floor already. I've seen how it is. I want to, change the scenery. So I want to help out and give back to the students on what they need to be learned for.
And then you came in and you basically help everybody that comes through the door to get to where you were.
Yes, sir.
That's amazing. It's got to be very fulfilling.
It is actually. It is very fulfilling.
Now, a little bit of background about the company itself. When was it started?
Well, I'm not quite sure about that, but it's from the year it started for me was when they started was in 2014 they started.
Okay. And now after, you went through the program and you did all this and now you're here now, do you see yourself staying? Where do you see yourself in the future going forward?
Actually, I like what I do here. I like marketing. I like promoting the school. I like interactions with all these students, get them where they need to be going.
Okay.
So honestly, I'd rather build my career here.
Okay.
I've started my life, actually my work life here. I also want to increase it and be better at it.
And keep getting better and better as time goes on.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Now, again, when people come in, you gave us a little bit about the background and the process of what they went through. Can you give them any tips of maybe how to do you have to be in on time, things like that? What can you give them a little insight on?
Pretty much it's school. It's like you're going to school, you're retraining yourself. Of course, you got to be on time, follow all the instructions from the teachers. Same reason, same rules from grammar school till now. It's school to school.
Okay. Now, do you come in asking questions about that? What's the class time frame? Do you come in the morning, what time, and then you're done at a certain time?
So class time frame is about from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. during the day. I took the evening classes over here.
So there's day or night?
Yep.
Okay, so the day ones are which time again?
From 9 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay, and what are the night times?
And from 5 to 8.
Okay.
I took the evening class over here because I was still working for physical therapy in my old job.
Okay, wow. So you don't do that anymore? No. You just do. So you did the night classes. Does that take longer than the daytime?
It did, but it was worth it.
Oh, okay.
It was really worth it afterwards. After that, once I graduated, I was like, you know what? I want to continue, but you know what? Let me see where I can put myself here. Market the school.
Sure.
Put my knowledge out there, and then try to get,
Get help the other people that are out there trying to get to where you are. Now, do you work with specifically any hospitals, or is it anyone, or just are there specific ones that you work with?
No, so not really specific any hospitals, but we get calls from different hospitals, nursing homes, looking for staff, and that's also where I come in. So when they usually call, I always ask them, if you have also staff, if you're short staffed and you need a class, we will also provide private classes for certain hospitals, nursing facilities.
So you go to the facilities and do the classes there.
So actually, they would bring their students over here.
Over here, okay.
We'll train them. After that, when they're done,
send them back out. Wow, I didn't know that. So you not only do classes for students that are coming in from the outside, but you also do it for hospitals, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, sir.
Wow, that's fantastic. Because again, with the pandemic and everything going on, and I'm sure you guys have seen an influx, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. What do you see more than anything kind of being utilized? Who are coming in? What classes are most popular?
Honestly, a lot of, we get calls for a lot of mostly for phlebotomy, EKG, medical assistants, PCTs, and home health aides. Due to the fact that majority of all these companies right now, including CNAs, I forgot, we do have CNAs, but as of right now, the CNA program is actually on hold, but we do still get calls by students and other facilities if we know anybody, and we still help and reach out to them and give whatever.
What is a CNA? Give me a CNA. Just for example.
Certified nursing assistant, pretty much, is
okay.
So they work in nursing homes, or they also can work in hospitals.
Okay. So that's a big one you're seeing people come in with, right? Yep. Is CNAs.
CNAs, home health aides, pretty much 80 with medical staff, medical training that we offer here.
Wow.
And we just pretty much get calls from different facilities asking.
Wow, and you did all three?
Pretty much.
You finished all three of them in 3 months, you said?
3 months.
Well, guys, as you guys can see, it was 3 months of work to get him where he is now. Now, how long have you been in the position you're in again?
Close about almost 4 years already.
4 years he's been doing what he's doing. So it shows you that when you come in to do something, you never know where you're going to end up at, and you get to give back to all these people. And now Ace Home Healthcare Learning is not only outside, we said they can bring people in from the outside, but also from the hospitals. How can they reach you? Give us a phone number, some way they can reach you out there.
So you can actually reach us. Our numbers are 908-851-2700. You can either reach us on extension 15 or extension 17. And we'll be the ones, that'll be directly to my admissions office where we can help you guys out from there.
What time can they reach you?
Pretty much our office times from 9 to 5.
Okay.
Monday, Friday.
Do you have a website you can give them so they can reach you that way
So
too?
yes, we also have a website called ACE HTI, ACE Healthcare Training. Also, like if you go there, there's also be a registration form. If you are interested in any of the programs, you can log in. I mean, not log in. Go on the website. There's a form there. Type in what program you're interested in doing. After that, it'll send back to our email. Once we get that, we'll give you a call and we'll take it from there.
That's fantastic. And any socials? Are you guys on Instagram or Facebook or anything?
So Facebook is ACE HTI. Same thing with Twitter. It's ACE Healthcare Training. So we do have those social media. Instagram is also ACE Healthcare Training. So pretty much, yeah, those are the 3 sites we have.
And give them the address one more time, just so they know where to come.
And we're also located again at 930 Stuyvesant Avenue, Union, New Jersey, 07083.
So guys, come out here. Patrick's the one to speak to at Home Healthcare Learning. He's out here helping people that need to help others out there. You know, we're in a situation right now after the pandemic where there's still people that need help. And over here, Patrick will help you get there. So reach out when you can. Again, thanks for watching. It's Jay Spinelli, Talking Business. See you guys soon.
Awkward. I'm the awkward silence. You try to avoid me, then there I am again.
But an awkward silence can be a great thing.
Like Kelly here is about to demonstrate.
You haven't really been yourself lately. Are you okay?
Find out how you can help a friend with their mental health at seizetheawkward.org.
I don't remember how it started.
Go to that.
Our back and forth. It always came back. Dad! You probably don't remember what you told me,
That was perfect.
but I heard every word.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Talking Business with Jay. I'm here with Dr. Antonelli. How are you, Doc?
How you doing, Jay? Thanks for having me on the show.
Thank you for being on the show. So, chiropractor, as we have the spine here, as you guys can see, give us a little background about who you are and what you do.
Well, Jay, I've been in practice. This is going on my 30th year of practice here in Union, and I grew up here in Union, and I graduated chiropractic school in 1992 and opened up my practice here in Union in 1993. I graduated school in Long Island, and I couldn't wait to come back to Union and open up my own practice. Growing up in a town, I just had good memories growing up here. My family was here, and it's just where I wanted to start my practice. So here we are, almost 30 years later, and I'm still
Wow.
in Union.
So again, you went to Union High School.
No. I went to Kiwami.
Okay.
And then my parents sent me to Catholic school, so I went to Seton Hall Prep, and then I went to Seton Hall University, and then New York Chiropractic
Okay,
School.
and then when you were done, you came back right back.
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you come to this office?
No, my original office was up the street, closer to Burnett Avenue, where the Union Center main branch was. Victory Bicycle Shop.
Yeah,
everybody got their bike there in town.
Oh my God, that was a while back ago.
Yeah.
Now give us the address here, just so everybody first has.
Oh, the address is 2116 Morris Avenue here in Union, right on Park, corner of Morris and Park. I do my Christmas lights for the town.
We were just talking about that and how great it is. I mean, it is one of the best displays I've seen.
Right.
And the place looks gorgeous as well. I mean, you have ample parking in the back to come in. Now, tell us again. You were done. When did you graduate? When did you start your practice?
I graduated in April 1992, and I started my practice here in Union in March of 1993. I started my practice and.
Were you by yourself, or did you have other people that you were working with at that time?
Well, my wife was with me. I got to throw that on.
Oh, okay, cool. Does she help you?
Yeah, she still helps out to this day with the book. She has an accounting background, but she was the front desk, and I was the chiropractor. I was working as an associate at another place in Newark, and I would work 10 to 7, and then open up my practice from 8 to 10 at night in the very beginning. Did that for some time, and then slowly, as more people came in, I kind of went out on my own. So
now you don't only just do this, you're also very involved within the area. What do you guys do? Like, I know you sponsor some stuff. Give me a little information.
I've always a big supporter of union. I donate to the Little League. My father was very big. My brothers were very big in Union Little League for the years. So I still sponsor.
Aww.
You know, I sponsored. It's in my heart a little bit. Union Little
I mean, you're
League.
wearing the colors today too.
I put my maroon on.
He's got his Union pride on. He's not afraid to show it either.
And then but again, high school, whether it's the band, whether it's football advertising, or whether it's the baseball team. For 2 years, I volunteered my time. I was the pitching coach / team doctor for Union High School.
Oh, that's
back in the
great.
day. I had fun with the kids. That was quite an experience.
And when was that? That was how long ago?
Oh, that was probably around maybe 2005, 2006.
Okay, so not long ago, really.
2007. Not too long ago, you know.
Okay.
But again, overall, the St. Patty's Day is coming up.
Yes.
My brother, we donate a little bit to that, and anywhere
you guys
around
are very
town,
involved.
I always try to help with the Knights of Columbus, Colombian Italian American Club back in the day.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, so things like that. We always
So you're givers.
try to
and-
give back.
Yeah, you
know,
guys are
basically
givers. You're
it.
part of the town. No question, you're a staple. No
Right.
question at all.
Right.
Now, give us a little background about what it's like when you come through the door here. What's the process?
Well, most people are familiar with chiropractic these days. Ironically, sometimes in 1992 was kind of more of an unfamiliar type of doctor.
So
to
it was
go
like a
to.
turn from
I've
not
seen
knowing.
it grown, you know. So people will come in here from everything from, you know, pretty severe back pain where I'm kind of rehabbing them, treating them. Maybe if something is serious, if they're not getting better, an MRI. I always like to say we handle the back from A to Z. So whether it's a back and an MRI and maybe a medical doctor, a pain management referral. So we can handle severe cases, but we do, and then the traditional chiropractic stuff where people will come in for an adjustment, you know, just for aches and pains. I use the analogy of chiropractors are like dentists because people get confused for that. But I mean, you go to a dentist to get your teeth fixed,
Right.
But you also go to a dentist to get your teeth cleaned, you know?
Sure,
So
sure.
I have a nice mix of patients that use the chiropractic service for, you know, like I said, everything from severe pain to, you know, aches and pains.
So they can almost, you're talking like there's almost some people that might be coming in weekly or monthly or, you know, like you said, for a checkup to see what's going on.
Yeah,
Okay.
or you'll have people who I might see that, you know, they might hurt their back. I might see them, you know, once a year, and then 5 or 6 years later, they show up in the office again.
Oh,
You know?
wow.
So it's nice. I hate to say, I don't hate to say it, but I have people that have been my patients for 30 years, but you see them like you know, you're not going to your doctor every week.
Correct.
You know, but when you need your doctor, you're there.
Yeah,
So that's
and again, like you said, you're one of these people that's, if you need something, whether it's long term or short term, you guys can handle it either way.
Exactly.
Now, how many people are in the office with you now? Because
Well,
again, you started by yourself with your wife.
Right now, I mean, I have, most people know Dr. Halter, who happens to be my partner. He's been with me for a good 20 years right now. But we also I have 2 physical therapists on staff, so we offer physical therapy.
Oh, that's great. I
And
didn't know that.
Yeah, we do physical therapy.
That goes hand in hand, you'd say, right?
That's a nice addition to what I've done over the years. Because sometimes when you get that person who's not getting better, or the cause of their back pain must be some muscle weakness. Well, it's great to be able to say, hey, do a few visits with my physical therapist and kind of work on some core strength and stuff like that. So it's a nice little addition. We work nice. It's nice to work with a physical therapist.
That looks like a nice connection.
Yeah. So
It's a
that
good
works.
marriage in
It's a good-
ways.
yeah, that's a great.
What would you say, someone like myself, because I work out a lot, is there something I should be looking out for when I'm kind of working out? Any type of tips you can give people? Because a lot of people are going back to the gyms now that the pandemic's over. Anything you could tell them out there that maybe they should be careful about?
Well, my major tip with people I like to say is one of the most, as we're getting older,
Yes, we are.
we're not necessarily getting weaker, we're getting tighter.
Oh, okay.
So even a guy like you or most people, what do? They first think I'm getting out of shape, or I'm going to start walking, or I'm going to start exercising.
Right.
But everybody forgets that flexibility is
So would you say stretching? Like
yeah,
stretching.
Stretching
So like,
is huge.
you know, again, because I know when I work out, obviously there's the lower back, and I'm pointing at it like I know what I'm talking about. but you're saying stretching, so like before and after you work out, or is there,
Yeah.
okay.
Again, as a general routine every day. I wouldn't even say it's working out. I mean, you have the person who sits for 8 hours a day.
Good point.
Again, when you sit for prolonged periods, usually our hamstring muscles tighten up.
Okay.
All right. Our legs tighten up. Our quadricep muscles tighten up. They're in a flexed position.
Sure.
And again, and when you go to stand up, those tight muscles don't allow your back to release properly, and that strain can aggravate or pinch a nerve or a disc in your back, and that could be a common cause of back pain. So I find something, you know, almost every day we should get in a healthy habit of like 5 minutes a day. Just make a mental note and stretch your
Stretch
legs,
out a little bit.
stretch a little this, stretch your shoulders. How many people are doing this with a mouse?
With the mouse or the keyboard,
typing
right?
Like this,
I like the way you did
gets
your body
tight.
too, because most people do tighten up. It looks like when they do this,
I mean, there's
they're
something
never relaxed.
A doorway stretch. You could hang in a doorway and just
Oh,
stretch
I
out
never
your
thought of
back
that.
muscles
That's
or your
good.
shoulder muscles. So I think when you say one of the great tips to give to people is just focus on a little bit more on stretching. And quite honestly, another way to do it is YouTube is great these days. So you could go and get a nice little 5 or 10 minute routine of stretching on YouTube, or you could come see my physical.
Yeah, I was
practice.
gonna say
But
we don't need you to
YouTube-
just go to YouTube.
Selfless-
you guys can come
selfless
in.
plug, I guess,
Yeah,
but-
you should come in. Well, you know what? Since we're talking about plug itself, let's talk about the hours of operation. What are you guys open till over here? What are your hours?
We are open. We open up at 10 in the morning, and we our last appointment's at 8 o'clock at night.
Oh, so you've got
So
some time. And is it Monday through Friday? Or
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, actually, and Friday we're open pretty much from 10 to 8, and Thursdays from 10 to 1, and physical therapy is in the office to 7. So Thursday's a little bit of a lighter day for the chiropractors, but it's a long day for the PT. And then and we are closed Saturdays. We used to be open on Saturdays, but since the pandemic, we've had we've closed Saturday. We plan on opening back up Saturdays.
Okay.
Too.
Was that just to give people a break because maybe they were working throughout?
It was too crazy with employment issues and all the other stuff.
So how did you guys deal with the pandemic? There's a question.
Oh, that's interesting because I closed the office for 2 weeks. Actually, when the union school system closed off, everybody was afraid. There was a lot of fear all around town and all around the country. But I ended up coming in on that third week after we closed for 2 weeks, and my phone was ringing off the hook, and everybody was saying, "Hey, Don, my back's killing me." And one of my first patients was one of the police officers who was standing online for 8 hours a day at Kane University helping people through that process.
When they were getting tested.
Yeah, exactly. So people just started, and so I started for a good 2 or 3 months. The fun part of it, if I could say at that point, we're going back to it was like when I first started again. It was just me in the office and people calling and coming in. So
it shows how much you guys are needed.
Yeah.
Because again, sometimes we don't know what we have till it's gone, and when you had to take that break and then you came back, not only did you miss them, but they definitely missed you guys.
Exactly.
So now we're getting back in the groove. Now you feel like?
Yeah, we're getting back. We're getting back there.
Okay,
You know,
so you're looking at times people are coming in regularly again.
Regularly, yeah, I'd say probably right before maybe November of last year, right before Christmas started get normal again, and then the variant hit.
Yes.
And kind of put the brakes on it for January and February, but we're getting back to where we need to be. But I mean, that said, don't get me wrong. The restaurant owners, I mean, all those poor people suffered. We suffered during that time, but we were able to kind of work through it a little bit. But I feel so bad for those other small business owners.
And talking about restaurant owners, those are people, again, that we should be looking at. People that work at restaurants who are constantly on their feet, hairdressers, things of that nature. These are people that need to be getting in touch with you and reaching out to you. Because we know how important it is. Again, we have this in front of us, but this whole part controls your whole body.
Exactly.
So once you get pain in there, and I hear many people, knock on wood, I don't have that pain, thank God, but when I hear people who are in pain like that, it's you have to get in to see someone soon. Because it can only get worse, right?
Correct. Okay. Yeah, and back pain is really debilitating, and I'd like to, from a chiropractor standpoint, I think it's important if people really understand what a chiropractor does. It's preventative in nature. So how many people actually do I see that I've had back pain for like 8 months, and then I went to tie my shoe. Now I can't walk.
Yeah.
Well, it was your probably back going out of alignment or something that started over time 8 months ago, and like everybody else, everybody's normal. We got busy lives. We probably ignored
wait
that
too
pain,
long. Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you can't walk. So from that standpoint, you'd like to see people. That's why chiropractors are great, because you don't need to. If you take care of your back or your neck or that musculoskeletal problem, you could get ahead of it by using a chiropractor.
And by doing, like you said, the regular visits instead of waiting until things get too far.
Exactly.
Let's tell everybody at home how they can get a hold of you to set up an appointment. What's the best way? Can you give them the phone number, the website, and your social media?
Yeah, we actually have our phone number is 908-688-7373. You could call up anytime. Sometimes, people reach us via our website, Antonelli Chiro, all right, www.antonellichiro.
Okay.
And
Do you have social medias? Do you have Instagram or Facebook?
I don't really have.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah, I have a Facebook account, but it's not active. It's out there, but again, it's probably through a website. People will go on to my business website, and there's a part of the business website where you can make an appointment.
Oh, great. So the phone number and the website are the two best ways.
You know, I'm not.
No, that's okay.
Facebook and the TikTok and all the other
as
stuff.
long as people can find you and get a hold of you, and give us the address one more time. Where are we?
The address is 2116 Morris Avenue in Union, New Jersey. It's the corner of Morris and Park Avenue.
Your hometown,
it's
baby.
It's a house. Yeah,
it's your hometown.
I've been here for years, you know.
I want to thank you for being on the show. I want to thank you for everything you do for the town and for the people that are here, you know, coming in to see you, and for the people that are working here.
Great.
All right?
Great.
Appreciate you coming on to the show. Guys, it's been another episode of Talking Business with Jay. Thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.